So I'm just changing my chuck jaws from these 4-inch jaws to 2.5 or 2 inches, I think. Now, one thing I figured out kind of nice is that you can lock the chuck in place and use that to loosen the screws before you actually start unscrewing everything. Would help me if the jaws weren't sticking together. So now they're ready to go. I'll unlock the chuck because I don't want to forget it later. So I got a plate right there. It's magnetic, so just holds the screws. First jaw, doesn't matter which one it is. Make sure there's nothing between the jaws and the chuck. So according to the instructions, just put them on there loosely, and then once I have all of them on, I clench the jaws all together and then tighten it. So bring you back when that's done. Alright, so we have the chuck ready to go. Today I'm going to be using a screw chuck for, I haven't decided how many bolts I'm working on today, but if I can, I want to work on 4 separate bolts and show you what I mean. So I'm going to start with this blank that I prepared about 4 or 5 months ago. I sealed the end grain. There is a crack, so you can see it's off center to the left now, so I can get rid of this area which has the crack. Now I've drilled a hole here and I'm going to just screw it on. So I'm going to do that in a second, just showing you the bolts I want to finish. So I have this, which was green rough turned about a month ago. I just let it sit. You can see some cracks develop, so I CA glued it. Then this one is very recent. Actually, this wood still feels wet to me. It has warped a little bit, which tells me that it is getting drier. So I might just final turn it today. And I have one more bolt, pretty much just like that, with a big foot on the inside, so I can final turn the outside. Again, has some cracks on here, so we'll deal with that as we get there. So 4 bolts. See how many I can get done. I think this would be good because I haven't done it in a while, so it'll be good to get going again. So yeah, that feels pretty secure to the point that I don't need the tailstock support. I can anyway because I have the camera in the way for the first time. Now it is all lopsided and there's a lot more weight here than there is here, even if it was centered, so probably gonna have to start slow and wear face protection to rough shape it. It's kind of really off the center, so I'm gonna use, I believe this is a 1/2 inch, check. Yep, 1/2 inch flute spindle gouge. So I'm just gonna use this to shape it first, and then if we need, we can go to the bolt gouge. Okay, that's a lot of shaking. Let me see if I can spin past the shake. I can. So looks like the sweet spot is at 980 RPM. So first thing I want to do, the corner taken care of. So basically you want to scoop the corner, just like that. Now I can do the base using the right wing. And you can see the shavings. So it means that it is cutting pretty cleanly, which is good. I think I sharpened this gouge before I racked it. It is a new tool, so still figuring out if I like it. It's supposed to be M2 steel, so definitely not the hottest steel out there. But it is supposed to hold its edge longer, so I don't think I've noticed that yet, but we'll see. If I get to turn more often, I'll probably figure that out. My rest might be a little bit too low. Lift it up a little bit. I want to be cutting at center. So I mean, it does feel like I've done what I can with the base for now. So I'm going to stop it here. And yeah, so you see the curve forming. I haven't touched this spot. I have touched all of this, so it tells me there's a big difference here. Just fine, I expected that. So now I'm going to take care of this face and make sure it doesn't hit. Just want to keep adjusting my tool rest often. This is going to be a little patchy because I'm cutting a lot of air. That's because I have a lot of wood on one side only. So on the other side I have air, so this is what I mean by cutting air. I'm going to come in from this side. That's what I've seen a lot of masters do when they are rough shaping this. It also gives me an excuse to use the right wing. Because of the way we turn, the left wing is usually the one in contact with the wood. This way, I am hearing some chatter, which is fine as long as you're not in line of fire of the bowl itself, because if something flies off, it's going to hit you. So I'm going to move back to this side. Let's see. What is, okay, I think the chatter might be from the bar. It's not coming out, so I'm just gonna have to turn that away. Alright, gouge is sharp. I'm gonna start cleaning back this way because of the bar. So that was it. Like I started with the sharp gouge, and that's how it lasted me. I mean, you can tell it's not just my technique. I do think this gouge does not stay sharp long enough. Now it is just the off-brand gouge, but it was not cheap. Yeah, I hear a lot of chatter from that box. I don't know how the sound's gonna be on this one, but if it's bad, please let me know, and feel free to like maybe turn down the volume here and, you know, play like the music, play some music in the background, and let me know if you did that, because then I could think about it. I could do it on my end. So now that most of the bark is gone, nothing's gonna fly in my face, so I'm going back to this side. Also, I can turn it up. We are at 1300. So definitely want to keep an eye on the chuck, on the jaw. Keep an eye on the screw itself, the piece. The reason is that you do not want this flying off the lathe at 1300 RPM. That's when it starts to get airborne. Anything under 1000 is fine. To get a catch and stuff. Over 1000, you're looking out for your head. So I'm just gonna pretty much set the diameter here now. I'm taking some really rough cuts. Till I get down to the wood. Uniform wood. I'm gonna take a pretty clean path, and now I know where to go. Again, some very aggressive stuff. Doing things that you wouldn't do, like if you were just doing a final turn. Like I'm pushing into the wood quite a bit. There's like two ways to do it. You can let the wood come down to your tool, or you can take the tool to the wood